Does significant portion clarify enough to give people the direction they need? Does it eliminate or stop the kind of lawsuits that we have seen in the past that have slowed everything down?
No, I don't think so. We're a litigious society. We very much appreciate our opportunity to seek redress in court. It's a constitutional right that, Tom, you can be heard in court. You've got a grievance, you can have your day in court. And sometimes people are never satisfied. Moreover, sometimes people can use an issue, a specific issue, to try to affect a bigger agenda. Sometimes an environmental organization might use gray wolves to continue to advance some of their other causes. They might even misrepresent the gray wolf situation to advance some of their other causes. The gray wolf has been a great poster child for a host of environmental ills, appropriately so. Someday I hope that's not the case. Someday I hope gray wolves are common enough that they don't stand as an example of an impoverished nature. Some people are going to use the gray wolf as a whipping post, no matter how few there are. For some gray people, the only number of gray wolves that's acceptable is 0. No matter what you say to them, it doesn't matter. Their mind is made up. Their world is black and white. And the world is a much better place with no gray wolves on the landscape. And they will argue that in this day and age, there should be an aspect of the Endangered Species Act that says, in this day and age, some species are just no longer acceptable. You look at the law, Tom, and it carves out insects. And it looks at insects very differently. Because insects have the potential to be vectors of disease. Insects have the potential to affect devastating consequences on agricultural products. And so if a species has the potential to create significant economic harm or significant threat to human health, we tend to step away from it and say, geez, we're not going to recover that. We don't want that. We want that to go away. And some would say, you know what, that's the gray wolf. It's the species that is just inappropriate in a contemporary United States, and the only number that I will accept is 0. The only percentage of historic range that has to be occupied that I will accept is 0. And you're always going to have the zealots on each end of the extreme that will do whatever it is they're going to do. What we need is the common sense middle, saying is we recognize your perspective, but we think it's a bit jaded, and so we're not going to be motivated by it. I hear what you're saying. You want no gray wolves, and you want gray wolves everywhere. And somewhere in between those two extremes is a the happy medium that the country can celebrate, take pride in, and move on.